guys, it's Thomas here from COTBase.com. Welcome to our tutorial videos. This is episode 1, COT Basics. So if you're watching this video, probably you're new to COT data, COT analysis. So in this video, I'd like to briefly help you understand what COT is all about. First of all, what COT stands for is commitments of traders, and that's really the whole thing. That's what COT analysis is about, is understanding what traders are doing in futures markets. The data itself is basically breaking down open interest and showing you what traders are doing. We have three major categories when we talk about the classic COT reports. We have the commercials, who are primary producers and processors of commodities. Then we have the so-called non-commercials, or in other words, large speculators, because they're basically speculating in markets and they're speculating with a larger amount of contracts. So they're reaching a reporting limit so that they fall into this category. And then, of course, we have the third category, the non-reportables or small speculators who are trading with smaller volumes, do not reach those reporting limits. And when we talk about reporting limits, you might ask, report to who? And that's when I'd like to jump over to this page, the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission's website, because they are the ones who are gathering the information and putting together on a weekly basis this COT report. It is a report that is published by CFTC every Friday at 3:30 p.m. and it shows you a picture from the previous Tuesday. Now you might ask, why isn't it just publishing it on Tuesday? And the reason is because we are talking about a huge amount of data, and it takes some time for them to gather and then process this data to come up with the COT report itself. It's worth noting, and that's why I'm here on this release schedule page, that sometimes the report is released a few days later because of federal holidays, of course. Now we have other data types as well, not just the classic report that, of course, is the first type of report that has been published and the one that is the most well known. And the reason behind that, and I would of course suggest everybody starting off with COT analysis to focus their attention on the legacy or classic reports, because it's easier to understand what traders are doing over there. But later on you might want to explore a little bit the new report types. These are the disaggregated, the traders in financial futures reports, and the commodity index trader reports, or in short, CIT reports. But of course, I urge you to check out the website. We have a lot of information here for you so you can better understand what the whole thing is about. Let me show you the main page of our service, because here I can explain to you what's so interesting, what's so valuable about this data. You can see here some lines. These are the COT charts themselves. This is the price of the Australian dollar, and here you have three different colors. In green you can find large speculators, in red you have commercials, and then in blue we have small speculators. And this, as I said, is the breakdown of open interest. These charts are showing you the net amount of contracts these traders are holding. What's really valuable is that here you are getting fundamental data but shown in a technical manner. So it's important to emphasize that the COT report is not derived from price like RSI or moving averages or so on, but it's a separate data showing you fundamental information. Fundamental because you need to understand what the major trader participants in futures markets are doing, and there's really no other way to understand that than the COT reports themselves. So that's really all that I wanted to show you in this first video, but here on COT Base you have a lot of information that can help you better understand what it's about. I have a blog page. Every week I do a weekly review, so you can follow my YouTube channel or here on the blog page to better understand how COT analysis is done. Or if you would like, you can also find some great suggestions, articles books and some really cool links that will help you better understand the commitments of Traders Report. So I hope this video was helpful and informative. And if you have any questions, of course, feel free to contact us. And I hope to see you in our next video. Take care. Bye-bye.